So come to find out, Tory Lanez didn't have anything to do with Meg the Stallion. The cap situation with Kelsey Harris was the one that allegedly was the one that was with the situation. Tory Lanez got jabbed up in the tuck up in the joint. Um, what happened in the situation in prison, which is pretty sad. That someone was out to come at him like that. So they was trying to make an example out of him. But then come to find out, the Meg the Stallion situation, he had nothing to do with it. So what's going to happen? They mentioned that Kelsey Harris is the one that actually was the one that did it, but Tory Lanez became the fall guy. So what's going to happen? This is getting some interesting traction because there have been a lot of petitions signed on by Drake and others to get Tory Lanez the appeal to get him back home. If he did not do it and he did not have anything to do with it, he should be released. He should be ASAP, especially in light of what just happened this past week with what he went through when they was trying to carve him up, in the joint. And he's got to be a walking target. He's a name. There's money. Someone's going to try to get you. So this is pretty serious. So the whole thing with Meg the Stallion happened in 2020. And Tory Lanez ended up he turned down the original, I think it was a plea deal. So it's turned into a tenor. But in light of what this latest thing is coming out, Tory Lanez was not, as it turns out, was not responsible for the caps that went towards Meg the Stallion. Actually, he didn't have anything to do with it. It's important that you get stuff like this right. You don't want to be in a situation where you falsely accuse someone and they end up doing a bid for what you didn't do. But this happens way often than not. And sadly, this is somehow normalized, trivialized. It's a sad reality. Because Tory Lanez is going to be losing a few years of his life, his career, and then he just had a stressful situation in the joint this past week. So you did not do all that for that. But anyway, this is pretty traumatic and one of them situations that you just hope that, that it's actually rectified and clarified. You want stuff to be right. You don't want it to be uh, done in a certain way that it's not. So I would think that, hopefully they will get this thing cleared up. And hopefully, if it's clear that he is, let him come home. Because it would be a travesty if someone being falsely accused of something they didn't do and they have to pay a price for something and Meg the Stallion knowingly knows. See, because a lot of times people be lying, be lying. And because it's somehow you just point the finger at somebody and so maybe Tory Lanez didn't, you know, with Meg the Stallion. Maybe it wasn't. And so if that's the case, then he should be able to go home, you know, because he didn't cause any harm. So it's coming out that Tory Lanez did not, you know, set it off with Meg the Stallion. So, if that's the case, let that cat go back home, Canada, what have you. But don't make no mockery of it. Make a speak up. So anyway, we're about to find out. But anyway, that's what's going on right now. Governor Newsom getting a lot of petition to free Tory Lanez, led by Drake and others. So stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Stay woke. Stay free. I'm my one-time peace.